welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be playing some more Cyberpunk 2077, and finally the DLSS 3 support has been made available to the public. Now, a few people like reviewers and other outlets have had access to the beta, but the general public now has full access, so you'll find DLSS only supports, DLSS 3 only supports the 40,000 series at the moment. That may change, who knows. The one thing I want to quickly show you about the settings is DLSS and the upscaling part of DLSS are two separate entities. So frame generation is what makes the AI frames, and then you can use DLSS as the upscaler and choose whatever preset you want. So you don't have to use upscaling, you can just use frame generation independently. So I'll show you that now. So the kind of performance you'll get is around 80 to 79 frames per second. So you essentially still keep your native image quality, but you have pretty much over 60 frames all the time. So if you want to play it like that, you can, but honestly, just to get the best experience and the least input lag, I would recommend using DLSS upscaling at the quality preset. And I'll just quickly show you that I am using a field of view of 90. The only thing I've turned off is film grain and chromatic aberration, as I'm not a fan of those settings. Motion blur as well, and everything else is maxed out. I've got all ray tracing on at Psycho, as well as screen space reflections quality as well. One more setting I need to quickly show, and that is crowd density. That's also at high. So remember I said earlier we're getting around 80 frames. Well, with the upscaling at quality, you'll get up to about 120 or more depending on what you're doing. So that's an extra 40 or so frames, which kind of brings down that input lag feel. So this is the best way to play it, in my opinion. And for those who are wondering, yes, I've manually upgraded my DLSS to 2.51, as this update didn't do that, which is a bit strange. So that actually helps with the finer details. So this is the Cyberpunk experience I've definitely been waiting for, and I'm so happy to show it to you guys. So I'm just going to go and do a few missions, and you guys can enjoy the frame rates, because I remember when I saw the RTX 4090, or the 40 series at least, NVIDIA kind of press release, and they showed this game in particular to show off DLSS 3. We've had to wait so long, and it's finally here, so I'm happy to see it. Take a right here, take a left, sorry. I can't say I'm not disappointed not to see the Raytracing overdrive with this update. I thought they were going to come as a pair, but I would imagine they're now saving that for the DLC probably, because for those who don't know, there's going to be an enhanced ray tracing experience, and honestly we all know this game's very heavy as it is, so you're definitely going to need an RTX 40 series GPU with DLSS 3 to actually get anything close to playable frame rates. So I'm looking forward to testing that out when it finally becomes available. But yeah, just look at that frame time graph, just silky smooth at the moment. Just realised I'm driving without the mini map, so hopefully I get to my destination. Okay, so it's around here somewhere. I'm going to get out and go on foot from here. But of course I can't watch my frame rate graph all the time, but from what it feels like, it just feels silky smooth. If you've got a high refresh rate monitor, and it feels like when you lock your frame rate, your refresh rate to 120 Hz and you're on your desktop, that's how snappy it feels when you're moving the mouse. And I know I'm not locking 120 FPS, but it does feel really, really close. Okay, seems I can climb over here. Okay, so the mission was a little bit further away than I thought. I thought it was around here, but I do have my what the hell was that? I do have my mini-map disabled at the moment.
So listen, Maelstrom's got this Ripper doc. Thing is, they're keeping her against her will, forcing her to work. Could you go grab her from those psychos? Her brother would be grateful. Deets attached.
Okay, let's see what this doctor looks like. Okay. Let's go and bust her out. Maelstrom are like scum of the earth, so I'm not going to spare any of them. Hey now. Okay, things are picked off now. I've got Rebecca's shotgun from Edge Runners, if you're wondering. This thing's got crazy kickback, or it's insane. It's really powerful though. Okay, where is this doctor? Okay, here she is.
Don't shoot! I'm a doctor. I'm not part of the gang.
I know. You're Lucy Thackeray.
Text blacked out again. Piece of shit. And you are?
V. Your brother sent me to get you out of here.
Birdie? Okay. Okay, just a moment.
Look, we don't have time for this.
Tech they've got in here belongs in a scrapyard.
We got a Delta now.
Since you're still here, run a scan on him.
Pressure's falling. Same with the temperature.
He's going into shock. I'll try to stem the bleeding. You, give him a unit of synth blood. Come on! It's on the table. First from the left.
I'll give him some synth blood, alright?
That's enough risk for one day.
What have you done? You're in my clinic. That was my patient.
Just doing my job, which is to get you out of here.
Fine. Go ahead. Just hope it's worth it in the end, huh?
We're not saving them Maelstrom scum. Let's get out of here.
Keep close to me. Head down. Come on. Just a little farther. You ride, get in.
Okay, job done. Should be hearing from Regina soon. Let's call one of my cars.
Hey, Lucy's safe. Preem work. Thanks.
Okay, job done. Let's find another mission nearby. So there is a cyber psycho I can kill. Let's go and do that. Not too far away. So what I've been most impressed about DLSS 3 is just that it really does help the frame times. It's like super smooth now. And it's probably one of the most impressive technologies that NVIDIA have come out with in a while. I know it's just really an extension of DLSS, but it is impressive nonetheless. And yes, you know, we can all talk about fake frames and artifacts and stuff like that. But this is definitely something that will allow you to do settings that you wouldn't normally be able to do. And if it doesn't compromise on image quality that much, then I'm all for it. The only problem with all of this upscaling tech is devs are starting to get a little bit lazy with optimization, and using DLSS as a crutch has kind of been mentioned. Okay, I've got some trouble. My funeral? I don't think so. Okay, I see you. Oh man. Smoking corpse. Anyway, let's go and find the real enemy. Yeah, this is a very, very enjoyable experience. I have spent countless hours on Cyberpunk. I know it's had its fair share of issues, but I still really enjoy the game. Some of you already know I'm a big Altered Carbon fan, I'm a big Blade Runner fan, and this is the closest thing that draws any parallels to it. In terms of games, of course, Deus Ex Mankind Divided and Evolution as well, but this is the most modern out of all three.
Quit your hard goddamn cocksucker! I'm a big boy! Of course I'll eat when I'm back. From the side!
I got you. I got something for you. Damn. Okay, where is this Cyber Psycho? It's about somewhere. I mean, it's almost unfair to use this shotgun sometimes. Takes care of all the goons. Doesn't seem like there's a way in. Is there a way in around here? Maybe. Ah, dead end. I don't think I can jump up there either. Yeah, I have to find another way in. So down to 101 FPS there, I just seen. Of course, you don't need to run it at quality, you can always run it at balanced. There isn't too much of a difference on how the game looks while you're in motion, but if I am going to use upscaling, I want to retain as much detail as possible. So, yeah, this is probably the best settings for this type of system, at least. Okay. There's another job nearby. I'm not going to waste my time with this Cyber Psycho for now. Let's go to another gig. Where's my car? I'll just call Johnny's Porsche. Oh, this is a different file. This is one of my older files, so I don't have it. So I'll ride a different vehicle just so you guys can see if there's any artifacting or anything like that. So the DLSS 5.1 update really does improve finer details like really fine strands of hair and say fences and things like that are improved. So it's definitely worth doing it manually if you haven't done so already. I think there's a lot of maelstrom here normally. Yep. Deal with these guys. I'll show some new weapons. So I've got 2 shotguns equipped. It's not that entertaining. Let's go with the DR5. This one's got a silencer on it there. Using my stealth camouflage at the moment. Use a weapon that doesn't have a silencer on it. Down here. Actually, I think it's actually in that warehouse. So anyway guys, I just wanted to give you a quick look at Cyberpunk, and of course it runs a lot better with DLSS 3. And just looking forward to the Raytracing Overdrive update now, as well as the DLC. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.